Greetings and welcome to the lesson. Today we are going to discuss the objectives of an audit plan, or in other words, objectives of audit planning. And candidates, a plan is a predetermined course of action. It could be a plan for auditing, it could be a plan for studying, it could be a plan for building a house. A plan generally is a predetermined course of action. You determine in advance what you want to do. Now, when carrying out audit engagement, it's important for an auditor to have an audit plan. And the objectives of audit planning are multifaceted. They are multidimensional, and they are crucial for ensuring the effectiveness, efficiency, and quality of an audit engagement. In this lesson, we would want to analyze some of the objectives of audit planning. And one such objective is that an audit plan helps the auditor to devote appropriate attention to important areas of the audit. To devote appropriate attention. A plan enables the auditor to devote appropriate attention of the audit. Because without a plan, the auditor may not devote proper attention to important areas of an audit. Planning helps the auditor identify and prioritize the areas of the financial statements and operations that carry the highest risk of material misstatements. And that ensures that there is sufficient audit effort and resources that are directed towards the critical areas rather than being spread thinly across all the aspects of the financial statements. That's the first objective of audit planning. The second objective is to identify and resolve potential problems. To identify and resolve potential problems in a timely manner. The second objective of audit planning is to identify and resolve potential problems in a timely basis or manner. On a timely basis. On a timely basis. How is that so? It is so through planning. Because through planning, auditors can anticipate challenges, they can anticipate complex accounting issues, or even potential areas of fraud or error. So addressing these issues early in the audit process is critical rather than encountering them unexpectedly later on. Because coming across these issues later on unexpectedly may waste the auditor's time and resources and reduce the likelihood of significant delays or scope limitations. So that's the second objective. The third objective of audit planning is to organize and manage the audit effectively and efficiently. That's the third objective of audit planning. It is to manage and organize. To organize and manage the audit effectively and efficiently. An audit plan helps the auditor to manage and organize the audit process effectively and efficiently. Planning provides a roadmap for the entire audit. A plan is a roadmap. A plan is a blueprint. A plan states what should be done at what time. And that helps the auditor to manage and to organize the audit effectively and efficiently. It helps define the scope. It sets timelines. It allocates responsibilities to the team members. And also it helps to determine the necessary resources like personnel, like technology and all that. And such systematic approach prevents haphazard work. It also ensures that the audit stays on track and optimizes the use of the audit firm's resources. That's the objective of an audit plan. Objective number 4 is to assist in the selection of appropriate engagement team members. It assists in the selection appropriate audit team members. An audit plan helps to assist in the selection of appropriate audit team members and also assignment of the work to them. So based on the assessed risks, based on the complexity of the client's business and specific areas requiring expertise and planning, it helps the engagement partner assign team members with the right skills and right experiences to different parts of the audit. And that ensures that specialized areas are handled by individuals who are qualified. Because before developing an audit plan, the auditor has to understand the business. Through understanding the business and before drawing the plan, the auditor knows what areas require specialized expertise. So it is through this plan that the auditor will then select appropriate audit team members to carry out the audit assignment. That is objective number 4. Objective number 5 is in relation to supervision and review of work. An audit plan can facilitate. It can facilitate supervision. It can facilitate the direction. It can facilitate and supervision. Supervision and review. Let me add review of audit. And how does an audit plan facilitate the direction, supervision, and review of audit work? Now, a well-developed audit plan provides clear instructions and expectations for the audit team, and that facilitates effective supervision by senior auditors and managers, enabling them to monitor progress, to address issues, and even conduct thorough reviews of the work performed by junior staff, thereby enhancing the quality of the audit. Now, the 6th objective of audit planning is assisting in the coordination of work performed. To assist in coordination of work. To assist in coordination of work performed by auditors of components and experts. To assist in coordination of work performed by components and experts. There are times when the auditor may rely on work of experts. And especially in audits of large and complex entities with multiple components like subsidiaries and branches, or those requiring the involvement of specialists like IT experts, valuers, and so on, planning is essential for coordinating the work of all parties involved. And that ensures that all relevant information is gathered and all such information is integrated effectively. So an audit plan will help in coordination of work performed by other experts. Objective number 7 is in relation to evidence, to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence. An audit plan helps to gather or to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence. Helps to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence for the circumstances. Because ultimately, the objective of an audit plan is to ensure that the auditor designs and performs audit procedures that will gather enough reliable evidence to support the audit opinion. So without adequate planning, there is a risk of insufficient or inappropriate evidence, which could lead to incorrect audit opinion. Objective number 8 is to maintain audit costs. To maintain audit costs at a reasonable level. To maintain audit costs at a reasonable level. By promoting efficiency and focusing resources on relevant areas, effective planning helps prevent unnecessary procedures and rework, thereby contributing to a cost-effective audit for both the audit firm and the client. Then lastly, candidate number 9, the last objective of audit planning is to avoid misunderstanding with the client. It helps to avoid misunderstanding with the client. It may help avoid misunderstanding with the client. A clear audit plan, often discussed and agreed upon with the client, sets expectations regarding the scope, the timelines, and the deliverables. Because there are times when the auditor may want to interview the management team. That has to be within the plan. The management team should know when the auditors are visiting so that there is no misunderstanding. So a plan can help to avoid such misunderstanding, and that open communication helps prevent disputes and also misunderstandings during and after the audit engagement. Because a clear plan should be discussed and agreed upon with the client. The auditor cannot just develop a plan without involving the client. When the client is involved, then they are on the same page. It will avoid any conflicts or misunderstandings. So these are 9 objectives of audit planning. The first one is to devote appropriate attention to important areas. Number 2 is to identify and resolve potential problems on a timely basis. Number 3 is to organize and manage audits effectively and efficiently. 4 is to assist in the selection of appropriate audit team members. 5 is to facilitate the direction, the supervision, and also the review of audit work. Number 6 is to assist in coordination of work performed by components and experts. 7 is to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence. Number 8 is to manage or to maintain audit costs at a reasonable level. Then lastly is to avoid misunderstanding with the client. That's all for today's lesson, in which we have discussed the objectives of audit planning. Bye-bye.